president found that his runaway wife seemed like a completely different person after returning. Not only had she become gentler, but even the familiar scent from years ago was back on her. It turned out that 7 years ago, the president was in a car accident, but a kind-hearted girl saved him. Afterward, the president relied on his memory to find the girl, and he married her. However, after marriage, the president realized that his wife was different from the girl he remembered. Not only did she lack the familiar scent, but she also always wore an overpowering perfume. Because of this, their married life was not smooth for several years. Until one day, his wife grew tired of such a life. She left a divorce agreement and went abroad to find true love. However, it was a crucial time for the president's company to go public. The president could not afford any scandals, so he ordered his bodyguards to find the woman at all costs. Meanwhile, the bodyguards were searching diligently. They unexpectedly found a woman by the river. It turned out the woman was a masseuse at a club. Because she was humiliated by a former classmate while working, she could not take it anymore and forced her classmate to drink footbath water. As a result, she was fired. As soon as she stepped out of the club, she was stopped by the bodyguards because she looked exactly like the president's wife. So the bodyguards mistook her for the president's wife. They grabbed her and were about to take her away. As the woman struggled to resist, the hospital called again, urging her to pay for the surgery. At that moment, the bodyguard received a call from the president. He ordered them to bring his wife back, or they would be fired. So the bodyguard had a sudden idea and suggested the woman become the wife of the richest man. And just like that, the woman was brought back. Before the president returned, they quickly dressed the woman up to look like his wife. Just as they were busy with the preparations, the president suddenly returned. The two were so startled that they ran downstairs in a panic, disregarding their appearance. They even forgot the curling iron was still in her hair. When the president returned home and saw the scene before him, he was shocked, but he did not suspect the woman's identity. At that moment, the woman was extremely nervous under the president's gaze, so she quickly came up with an idea and called the president darling. However, it was the first time the president had heard his wife call him that. He was so startled that he thought she was about to cause trouble again. Without saying a word, he took out the divorce papers. He threatened her, asking if she wanted to go find true love again. Seeing this, the woman hurriedly explained that she was just joking. She acted playfully and pleaded for the president's forgiveness, but the president ignored her. He only warned her that it was a crucial time for the company's IPO. He told her to behave at home. After saying that, he turned and left. Seeing how exhausted the president looked, she approached him and started massaging him. At first, the president resisted a little, but after a few strokes, he found her technique quite professional. He unintentionally caught a whiff of her scent and found it very familiar, but the exhausted president did not overthink it and was about to get up and leave. However, the woman pulled him back and continued massaging him. Before long, the president fell asleep, but after the massage ended, the woman suddenly slapped him awake. She then recited a series of massage technician slogans in front of him. The president was stunned and questioned the woman in shock. At that moment, the woman looked panicked.